Ibuki Emoto, the ultimate. Don't show me this shit. Don't say all this stuff about her. Like as if she's still. I'm not reading it. I'm not gonna. This one I'll read off. Alright, welcome back to Danganronpa 2. Y'all, let's get it. We about to hit the class trial, my boys. So I gotta head over to Monokuma Rock and rock this class trial, my boys. Granted, I don't know. I feel like I don't really know anything. So I don't really know how I'm gonna do that, but we're gonna try. Everyone who heard of the announcement had gathered in front of Monokuma Rock. As soon enough. There he is, y'all. Is everybody here? You guys want to go to the class trial?
Whoa.
Hey, jerk, hold it right there.
Monomy's
What,
such
don't get
a
my
dumb
way.
child.
Oh my god. I didn't even know you had a little Monomy dialogue, my boys. You're just a dumb little sister who's short a few brain cells.
Hey.
My brain works just fine.
Hey.
Monokuma, what'd you do with Nekomaru? I see, so you come to avenge him. Avenge? That sounds like he died. It sounds like you say, oops. Anyway, Nekomaru's unfortunately unavailable today. Let's just say he's absent.
Bye-bye.
Now then, I gotta go first.
I won't let you.
Hold on, I won't let you escape.
Hey.
Hey, did you hear what he said?
Huh?
Don't worry about it. There's no way Nekomaru's dead. He's just trying to piss us off. I mean, that's pretty accurate. It's Monokuma after all. Of course he's not dead. There's no way. Not in a million years.
Well...
She's sweating bullets. More importantly, is basically we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nekomaru will die. Why are you so excited about that?
How about it?
Who knows, baby? I'm just looking forward to seeing a poetic justice I don't get it with him. Ever. Like, you think you do and then you don't.
What do you...
What are you saying, Fiend? You'll find out soon enough.
See?
What the Okay, then let's go.
Do it.
Yo, hurry up and stop talking. Let's get this show on the road. Yeah, hurry up and get this over with. Yeah, you're right. I'm not talking to nobody. No, I'm getting in here. I'm not talking to y'all. You got me f***ed up. I got like 2 hours of class, so I'm about to go through. That was pretty accurate, y'all. Like that, my roar and that. Oh, that? We stepped onto the escalator and ascended towards the gaping maw of Monokuma Rock. That's when I suddenly noticed. I noticed our lined up silhouettes keep getting smaller and smaller, and I can't turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. You did right, Hajime! What the? Does that always happen? Oh. And when everyone was inside Monokuma Rock, oh my god! Turn the auto off. I keep feeling like this thing blasts off every time, but every time it's just going down. The elevator begins to deep descent as usual. Nobody said a word. As we stood there trying to figure out what to say to each other, the elevator descended deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper.
Deeper and deeper.
Okay. And when it descended as far as it could go, finally stopped. The elevator doors opened slowly, almost tantalizingly slow. Light poured through the other side, eroding boundaries of darkness. That is some good wordture. I don't know if that's a word, but that's like, yo, he making me feel like I'm there. You know what I'm saying, y'all? And I walked into that place. Okay, we here, my boys. My, it feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats. What does that even mean? Well, 2 people got killed at the same time and Nekomaru's not here either. Is Nekomaru really not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him.
No.
Why bother? What? Is he not?
now.
What if he is like the killer? Now then, let's begin. Begin a long way to class trial. Please enjoy with your heart's content. Okay, Monokuma, whichever you say. And so the third class trial was about to open. Ibuki Emoto, the ultimate. Don't show me this. Don't show me it. I don't want to see it. Like, why would you think? Don't say all this stuff about her. Like as if she's still. I'm not reading it. I'm not gonna. Stupid Hajime. This one I'll read off. Y'all, the ultimate dancer just get out her adorable face. You never know she's actually selfish and foul mouth. Yeah, you're right, but trying to change herself, she's definitely trying to come to terms with Mahiru's death. See, that one sounded a little bit more insightful than Ibuki. Ibuki was just big chilling. I'm just saying. The person who killed us was among us. Yo, like that game? Oh man, they already blacked out Terror. I definitely can't believe it. Oh my god. We're losing people out here, my boys. But whether I believe it or not is irrelevant. I did actually realize Yoko had the kiss face on. That's pretty funny. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. That's why I must find out no matter the cost. For our sake. For our friend's sake. For Ibuki and Yoko's sake. Let's go, Hajime. I got you, my boy. I got you! And so the curtain to the third class trial was about to open. The electronic trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Alright, class trial, my boys, all rise!
I don't mind starting the trial,
Okay, here we go.
I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out.
You think I do?
Because I was asleep the whole time.
Oh, I mean, I guess he was. I don't know. When you lead it like that, you kind of making me feel like that's not the case, but...
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
Yes, right.
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
Okay.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Yo!
Head? Huh. What's wrong with that? Listen up. The emptier your head,
Yo,
the more
Jesus
dreams you can
Christ.
stuff inside it, you know?
Anyway,
There's like no reaction from Hajime. It's like, oh yeah, yeah.
since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the
Oh,
incident
he
and the
was
sequence
the
of
first
events?
witness this time. Usually
Then,
not.
Let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease.
Okay,
the
I
hospital
got you.
team consisted of Nagito,
Yeah.
Ibuki, and Akane, who
They're
were
all
infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The
And
other
then the
five
rest
in
went to the motel.
team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
I kind of man, y'all, I really think it's Gundam or Kaz this time. I don't think it was somebody from, well, they did mention the whole robe thing last video, so maybe it could be Nikito. But I'm thinking it's more Gundam or
Spending
Kaz,
the
to be
night at the
honest.
hospital was prohibited.
I don't think it's him.
So
I
Hajime
really
and I had
don't.
to sleep at our cottages.
I
Yep.
woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me
Remember
up
that?
and told me that Nagito had recovered from the
Right,
sick.
you went to go visit
We
him.
immediately headed over to the hospital. And after we confirmed his recovery,
Uh-huh.
I made Mikan rest in the on-call room, since she had
That
slept
was
all night
weird too,
while
because
I
she
waited
said
in
she
the
was gonna go
hospital lobby.
straight there and she never
And
did.
then I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time.
And I knew some shit
when I
about
pressed
to
the
go
button
down
to
from
turn
that,
on the
y'all.
monitor, what appeared on screen was
It was a ladder and someone walking up to it, but we
a video
you know,
of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hip bag on their head.
What
climbing a step
is
ladder.
in the comments pointed out a really big thing about this, by the way, y'all. I thought maybe this was Ibuki at first, but you know what's weird too? I don't think it was Ibuki, because she would have to have her hair tied up for it to not show up from the head bag, right? But it has made a good point. The fingernails, they're not, if I'm correct, like the thumb where the rope is, you would see a black fingernail if that was Ibuki. So I don't think it is. It might even be the killer.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story. And then what did you do, Hajime?
Oh my
I tried
god,
to stop them, of
stop
course.
it!
I rushed out
It's
of the
not
hospital
that
and ran to where the
serious,
video was being
Nikito.
recorded, the music venue. But it was too late. By the time I arrived,
Got back, because we had to
person
bang
wearing
the door
headband on their
down.
head was already hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah.
I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Oh no,
Why the
this
motel?
is when we broke it down.
Because it was close to the music venue. And unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there. At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember
Right.
feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
Oh, that is weird.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
Right. No,
After I
she
rested
specifically
for a bit,
was.
I started counting everyone at the hospital, and then I noticed Ibuki was gone. So I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko. So I pled with him in various ways.
Oh
to see if
my,
he could help me
yo!
out.
What kind of ways we
Various
doing now?
ways?
Yeah, I was about to
Don't say
say.
it like that and confuse people.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag.
Y'all, oh man, I don't like this.
So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But
Yeah.
the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the four of us broke down the
Wait,
door.
if it's one killer, that means it can't be Hajime. Mikan was with us too. I don't think it can be Mikan and Fuyuhiko. It can't be any of those. Oh, and Chiaki, those four. It can't be any of those four because I don't think, let's say it was Mikan, I don't think she had enough time to put the drumstick onto the doors. And actually, she couldn't even leave because that's the only entrance out. That's the only entrance out. And once you put the drumstick on, you can't open the doors from the inside or the outside. So it can't be any of those four, I think.
And when that happened,
And she
we
definitely
didn't
just
just
got,
find Ibuki's
she
body.
definitely got hung because they
We also
talk-
found Hyoko's.
Yeah, because
And not just that.
Hajime talked about how
Her
they
body
got
was
like
taped to a pillar.
the tape around her neck, probably covering.
That's when we
her
heard the
getting
body
hung.
discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
Yeah.
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When
Yeah.
we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
Yeah.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Stop
Well, it's
trying
clear
to
what
be
the
all
problem with this
buddy-buddy,
case is.
man.
When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
And here we go. Here we go. Yep. Huh?
Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now. And the story I just heard, is clearly suspicious.
Man, you ain't impartial to these nuts.
Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video and the first one to discover Ibuki's body,
Oh my
then you
god.
could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
Well, no, because Hajime has an alibi from 3 people he can't be the killer because of the drumsticks. So.
Lie?
I mean,
Well, why
you
would I
all know
lie?
that. Y'all obviously know that, but yeah.
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Do you doubt me?
I think he does.
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it.
And you know, I actually understand. Like, if he wants him to prove his story.
Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
So stupid. You don't have to make this whole show about it. I get where you're coming from. You just want to verify the info that you've been told. It's just as Kazi just said, Nagito's the kind of guy who'll confuse us to make matters worse. I mean, I shouldn't have explained it to Nagito. I'm in trouble now thanks to that. Fine, dog.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
Huh. Oh, this is a lot of
Hajime's
stuff.
testimony is a lie. Then the fact that Ibuki hung herself.
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime is the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Well, why would Hajime also bring
Did
attention
Hajime
to
kill
it?
both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie.
Wait. Is it that? Oh, it is that. Oh, hell yeah,
that's
okay.
wrong. I'm not the killer. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that
I mean,
movie.
yeah, he didn't see the movie. Everybody else did.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
God damn it. Oh my god. You're such an idiot.
Huh?
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket
Maybe he
proof
is-
of that.
Maybe he's trying to prove Hajime's innocence by doing this. I don't
Each
know.
person only received
I guess the
one
more
ticket.
people you prove
They're
innocent,
marked
the
with a
less
stamp
people
that
amount of
shows the date and
suspected people
time.
there are.
Isn't that
I don't
right,
know, man.
Monokuma?
I don't know what this
Yes,
motherfucker thinks
no
ever,
mistakes
y'all.
there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it.
Someone
Or
could have told him.
did anyone tell him what happens in the movie?
Yep.
Of course no one did, right?
Hold on a sec.
Yeah.
You're the one who brought this up in the first place.
I don't know what he's trying to
Nagito,
do.
what are you doing?
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation.
Sure, and
Also
that's fine.
provides a good warm-up.
What warm-up?
Such an
This isn't a
idiot.
game, you know.
Don't get mad.
Don't get
I just think
mad.
warming up is really important, especially since this isn't a game.
What a waste
Dumb.
of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway.
Now
Yeah,
then,
I think
since
we all
know
did.
Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
Okay.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself.
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it. Ibuki committed
No, I don't think
If
so.
Ibuki committed then who killed Hiyoko?
No, it's too convenient that both bodies are right there. Like, okay, if Ibuki committed suicide, like, what are the chances that it's in the same room as another body? You know what I mean? Like, that's just too, that is way too coincidental. You know? I don't know. I think that's bullshit.
a murder coincidentally occurring in the same
Man,
place
y'all,
as a
I swear to
suicide.
God, I should be a detective. I swear to God.
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is.
The
The killer murdered
timestamps.
Hiyoko while Hajime was gone.
Yeah.
So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
That is also true,
Then
yeah.
let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
Probably not more than 10
Couldn't
minutes.
have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
Yo, I swear, my
So
God.
they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
No, she was already dead. Yo, I did not say that last video. She was probably already dead.
That's why the killer stalled for
Oh
time
my
by making
God,
the music
dude,
venue a
I am-
closed room.
Yo, I'm next
What do
level
you
in
mean
this
a
game.
closed room?
The
The
storage
killer
room.
blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
Right.
However,
I don't
that
understand
door
how
is
they
the
got
only
out
entrance
though.
to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to
Right.
leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means when we broke down the venue door,
Exactly. So the
the
four of
killer
them were
was still
safe.
inside.
They were?
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time.
That's true.
And that's you two, Sonia
Me and
and Kazuichi.
Me too?
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
Because you guys
The others
are
all
not
have
there.
alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together.
Yeah. Man, my
Gundam
man's
met
on
up
a
with
roll,
Hajime at the
y'all.
motel right before that.
Yeah, so Gundam would not.
And if
have been.
Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
It also leaves one other person, and he ain't here right now.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi.
Yeah.
You know,
Jeez.
Nekomaru.
Me too!
What?
Hey, why are you talking like, huh? You're kidding, right?
Wait, what?
You're
What is
not
going
up to
on?
something weird, are you?
I don't know. It
stop
feels
making
like
that
he
joke.
is.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
No, and that's true. Unless there really is another way out.
Backing us into a wall. Is this his professional skill?
I mean, he's a Yakuza. I hope it is part of his professional skills. The killer was inside the music venue. Fujiko obviously thinks so, but is that really it?
The killer was still inside the music venue.
Okay.
By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
That's
How did
true.
they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
There was the glue, the glob,
The
and
lock was on the floor
drumstick.
in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
Yes. Oh wait,
You
should I
can use
grab
that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
Huh.
So they looked like they had just rushed over.
Right.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
That person's remark contradicts the truth. I should be able to prove it with my evidence. Okay.
By locking the door from the inside.
Oh my god! There we go.
No,
okay.
that's wrong.
It is that. Locking the door. I really thought they did lock it from the inside though.
Hold on a sec. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the
Oh,
outside.
I guess the glue.
From the outside? How?
I just don't understand it. How would they have gotten the drumstick on there?
It was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they used.
Semi-transparent glob. Like rubber, maybe?
It was something. We don't really know what it was. It wasn't rubber at all. That semi-transparent glob was probably glue?
I see!
That semi-transparent glob must have been glue.
Okay.
Glue?
Yeah, I think so too. It had a firm, gel-like chewiness. And I could smell
Yeah.
workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth.
Huh.
Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
Oh man, this makes me really think it was cause now.
I didn't know glue was edible.
It's not
I
edible.
believe it is not something one typically eats.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touched.
Yeah.
Pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly.
So, did the person
But
try to trap
if you
this?
just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know?
Yeah, but why was there a drumstick
That
there?
doesn't really matter.
I don't get
Killer
this.
only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
First of all,
Wait,
didn't
what?
that drumstick we found seem really obvious?
Oh.
Almost unnaturally so? It was so obvious.
Was it maybe broken
that it
already?
makes more sense to think the killer placed
Wow,
it as a
okay.
diversion.
Are
Okay.
you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose? Then I totally fell for that.
I
bomb
fell for
trap.
that trap too, dog. Don't feel
Apologize to
bad.
Miss Sonia. And me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame.
Interesting.
That's why it's
I don't
better
know.
to just have no sides
Like,
at all.
certain, like, the killers in these trials definitely, they just act weird. I feel like Kaz is acting weird. I can't tunnel vision though. I don't do it. I do it every time I tunnel vision. Don't do it this time. Let's just see how it plays out.
So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue,
So then-
the killer murdered Hiyoko and
None of us
created a
are clear
closed
then.
space.
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Yeah.
Even quick work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
If they couldn't have done it while
What?
Hajime was away from the venue,
Why would you even say that?
they must have done it earlier than that.
Yeah.
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
Is that what that paper was for? Oh my god, so wait a minute, Was Hiyoko already dead wrapped up. Wait a minute, hold up. Was that paper there and it covered her? Is that what happened? And she was dead on the post the whole time? Hold up, I wanna check something. My boys, I'm looking back at my old video. The whole pillar was wrapped. She was behind it. So the killer undid that shit. What? Why would they even do that to begin with? This is some fucking craziness, my boys. Okay, that's a huge clue. So yeah, Hiyoko was dead first. Yeah, it makes me, okay, all right. You know what, this kind of, I was saying this before and then I cut it from the video, but what I was saying before, and I couldn't put it together, but now that we know somebody from the outside could have came in, I think someone found Hiyoko, I think Ibuki found Hiyoko dead. Hiyoko was hung. Then the killer hung Ibuki, put Hiyoko, they didn't want them to find the body, put him on the thing, wrapped it up. Well, I don't know why it got undone though. That's the part I don't get. Maybe Nagito is the one who undid it. I don't know, I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. Still figuring it out as we go.
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
Yes, she was definitely killed earlier, 100%.
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that
Why
too.
did they do that?
Here, I have proof.
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
That scrap was stuck to the baton lighting in the music venue. Now I should be able to figure out what it is. Okay, there we go, wallpaper, yep. As soon as I saw the debut, I'm like, okay, nah, that makes sense. Because I thought it was just gonna be like paper or something like that.
Scrap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room?
Yeah, we already went over all this though. I don't know why
In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap.
Yup, and it's got
There
all
was
the
also
little
a tear along
posters
the
on
edge
it.
of the wallpaper, wasn't there?
You're right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper,
Yup.
see? It fits
The
perfectly.
thing I don't get is why would the killer reveal this?
I see.
Maybe they have to.
So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
You know, what if they hid Hiyoko's body behind the paper, right? And then they killed the next person, and then they have to verify with Monokuma, do I need to show that this body is also dead? And he says yes, then maybe
And
that's
what's
what
wrong with
happened.
that? Does it have something to do with Hiyoko's body disappearing?
Yeah.
Mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that.
You so stupid, dude.
But if you guys
Stop.
were exceptional enough to identify
I
that
hate
scrap
this
of paper,
so much.
you can figure this out easily.
I got it, Nigga. I got it. Fine. The scrap paper selected the baton lighting was part of the wallpaper found in the storage room. Is it connected to sudden appearance of Yoko's body? If I trace it back to earlier, the answer should become clear. All right, let's give it a try. There it is, my boys.
It's all coming together.
You did right it is, son. Let's go. Do work.
Got it. Hyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
Yup.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
What? They hid the pillar?
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar,
Yeah.
the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar.
It just evened
So
it
when I
out.
first discovered Ibuki's body, Hyoko's body was already there.
Yep.
However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at the time.
Yeah, and yeah, it's just so weird when they came
Well,
back
that's
how it just all worked
understandable.
out.
I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
So
Yep.
they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
Yes, I think. Yes.
The
yeah,
baton
yeah.
lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar. So using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Mhm.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
Yep.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
Yep.
Killer must have been in a hurry. Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on them.
Yeah.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold and risky.
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone.
Right.
They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Man.
When was Hiyoko actually killed?
She was definitely killed beforehand.
And on
I just
that
don't know
note,
when, because Mikan also... You know, it is kind of convenient that the heat was raised, and the person who would be in charge for getting the death timer can't do it at that point. And yes, it's for a legitimate reason, but what if she knew to do that and just play it off?
It's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
Okay.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once. But what is that?
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? The Wizard
Yeah, you haven't seen it?
2.5.
Hey, don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
I don't eat mothballs. I just enjoy looking at them.
What?
I knew it. There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie.
Yep.
Not just that.
And then the lion,
But
right?
Hyoko getting taped up
Yeah, the
after her
lion's
death matches the lion's death.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
The reason the killer imitated the two victims in that movie should be easy to explain now, because they like movies to mix up the killing order. Oh, to let the accomplice escape to hide the weapon. I think it's that. Yeah.
The reason the killer imitated two of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Right.
Then Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
Yeah.
A valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
Yeah.
What do you mean? If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
What the heck is all that about?
I'm not even crying.
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
What a jerk!
Okay.
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying.
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
Oh, so that's Hiyoko's blood on her feet because we found that
What's
on her.
wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed.
Yeah.
That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
Right.
How right. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather.
Okay.
Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
What? What are you talking about?
He's being annoying again.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor.
Did you go and review the evidence there, Gundam? Like, I'm so confused. Sorry, y'all, I haven't been talking too much either. I'm just so enthralled in what's happening.
Something like that.
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic
Yo!
delusion.
Chill!
You're one to talk.
Anyway, if this continues, we're just gonna talk in circles. I think we clarify Ibuki's status when Hiyoko was killed. Okay, if we're...
When
Oh,
Hiyoko
probably
died.
blood on souls.
Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
That's true.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
Okay,
I
think
agree
that's
with
some
that.
shit right there. Yep. Okay. Oh, wait, how do they not know about this?
Just as Sonya
I gotta
said,
remember that apparently
Ibuki stepped on
Danganronpa, not
something.
everybody reviews the evidence like the main character. Just as Sonya, yeah.
That something was blood. There were faint blood stains
Yep.
on the soles of her slippers.
It looks like they almost tried to get cleaned,
That is
maybe?
not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
No, yeah, no,
And it's
no shot.
Hiyoko's blood.
And there
Hiyoko's
was
only
blood
wound
cleaned up
was
on the
fatal
stage.
slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
If Ibuki stepped on her blood,
Yeah.
It means Ibuki was still standing when
standing.
Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil eye.
Okay.
Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's
what the-
finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
Oh,
Does
okay.
that mean you have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? It's good line. But are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know. There was no blood on the floor.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Oh, is that it? Oh, well that was real short. I've never had one where you just do it.
The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Yep.
Don't say such foolish things. You don't have proof of that at all.
What? Why are you tripping right now?
I do. If you look closely, there's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
Huh.
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's
why
body,
would he?
they probably seen the blood at the same
I
time.
hope they don't make it too obvious that it's him. I want to be surprised
must have already
still.
stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
Okay.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right? Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Yep.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Right.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding.
That makes sense.
Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating.
Oh.
So I don't think they had to go that far.
Huh, okay. You know, that's a big piece of evidence for her to just give away, so that makes me feel a little better.
Aside from Mikon, none of us were aware of that fact. So the killer probably did not know it either.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikon's autopsy?
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely
I
it.
didn't know the time of death because of the heater.
The time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yep. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided. Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now. Fine then, but regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Can't you just shut up and
I don't know
back
what.
off?
Yeah.
Now then, let us resume our debate.
He's
wait a
acting
second.
mad weird.
There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Oh boy, here we go. I'm sure it's something good too.
Didn't something like this happen last time too?
Yeah, but it
Hey,
helped.
If the victim actually committed
That
are we supposed to
that
do?
is also a good point.
The same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it. A means you've killed the most important existence of all.
What if Ibuki killed Hyoko and then killed herself? Oh
Unfortunately,
no, dude.
that means there's no Blacken to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monomi.
Nagito?
You deserve
What do
it,
you
that's
mean?
why.
If the victim actually committed...
Okay, I see where he's going with
Well,
it.
I mean, I understand Hyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko and then committed due to a guilty conscience.
No,
right?
that's
Totally
pretty
impossible. Then she never would have killed her to begin with.
But she also wasn't being
She was
herself.
afflicted by the despair disease,
Yep.
remember? That means anything can happen.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right?
Would it matter though if she was the killer? Because
After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon after
true.
means
I see where she's going now. Yeah, because it wouldn't just, no one would know about it.
the killer had to be alive at that time.
True.
Then she was alive.
Wait,
When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead.
I don't think
She
so.
waited until
How's she gonna
Hajime
get
left.
down and
That's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
No.
She hanged herself.
Yeah.
Remember? There's no way she could have faked that.
Yeah, no.
And if she was going to fake her death,
Right.
I
You
think
wouldn't have chosen, yeah, I
she
agree.
wouldn't have chosen hanging.
Yeah.
Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
Yep.
I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad.
Okay.
Now I'm free to search for the killer.
Okay, dude.
What the heck?
There's still one more issue on
Oh
my
god,
mind.
just send it,
If
dude.
Ibuki
What?
didn't commit and just what was that video Hajime saw?
I didn't know if that was an actual live feed or if someone played a video of it. Huh?
According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right? Then does
We don't
that
know if
mean
that's Ibuki though.
someone forced her to do it?
I did wonder that though. Like what he's saying, if someone forced her, like threatened her.
Forced? Perhaps. They used hypnotism or something?
Oh, a curse.
I don't know anything about that.
Don't say it all proud.
Putting that aside,
I didn't think about that because Gundam might have been able to do something like that.
The killer did something. So maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
Okay.
So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi. Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
Does it need to? I'm trying to think.
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
I thought one of them did.
The video Hajime saw was actually live?
What time did Hajime
What if they pointed a
see
laptop
that video?
to the camera?
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement.
Okay.
And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
Yep.
So we
Oh, that
hanged
does help. So it was
herself
after
right
10
before
p.m. or
Monokuma's
10 a.m.
announcement.
Was it 10 a.m.? I forget what time they get up.
And since we established that Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki,
We don't know
means
when
the
that
time that the
was.
murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Before and during. Okay, yes, no, that's true.
Then we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Yeah, I guess
Now
that makes
then,
sense.
I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
Yeah! Okay. Oh, everybody's account. I bet it's gonna be one of those. It's not gonna be the surveillance monitor. It's gotta be
We
something.
can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
Okay.
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
I think that's true.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then
Is it this?
No, that's
It is
wrong.
that. Well, Mikan was helping Megito, right? Is that what it is?
Not all of us are missing an alibi.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis.
Yep.
you two have alibis?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikan and I were
Yep,
actually together
that's
for a while.
Oh, that's true.
We even woke up together that morning.
Was there a point in
What
time
kind
that
of
they didn't see
situation
each
is that?
Yo,
I
chill!
accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime.
Yeah, multiple times might we add.
Too much info.
Oh, she's bad.
She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
And we went to the hospital together afterward.
Right.
So we were together until right before the announcement.
Oh, so it's not Mikan.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
Okay.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
Wow, okay, it's not Mikan.
It's better if we think about it like that.
So I think it is a dude then, because she's the only girl
to
that's
falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
That's crazy. I don't know if it's general knowledge to all of them that messing up the temperature in the room that would mess up the figuring out the time of deaths. But I feel like the only one who would be able to do that would be Furuhiko, because like I imagine being the Yakuza, you might know something like that. So that way, when they create their own crime scenes, when they do their own that way, yeah, like I don't know. He's the only one I think that would know something like that. I'm not sure.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
Right, because it is one killer.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
No, I think it's a good thing. What about him? I don't know about him.
Committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was?
What do you mean?
Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process. Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
I don't know. I don't know.
Are you saying
you telling me?
There was another reason?
Yeah, what would the other reason
really
be?
bad for confusing you guys so much.
No, good.
That's how I feel.
Good. You best apologize
I
now.
think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
Hit me, dog. I don't know why else they would. Unless there's two murderers, but I don't think there is. If that's the case, are we still in the killer's trap? Inside a trap set by one of us. If so, then who and what kind of trap is it? Huh? Are we at the intermission? Oh Oh, snap, y'all. Clash Trial suspended, my boys. All right, y'all. I think I'm gonna end it right here. This is a good spot. Appreciate everybody tuning in. As always, y'all already know. Make sure if y'all enjoyed the video, subscribe, leave a like in the video, leave a comment down below. I love hearing from my boys, y'all. Make sure to turn on the notification bell so you get all the updates. Check out my socials, links down below in the description. I got a Twitter, an Instagram, and a Discord. Make sure to peep those. And just we'll see how the end of this trial goes. I'm still kind of confused. To be honest, none of this helped that much. I knew some of the things that happened before they said it, but like, I don't know, man. I am surprised in a way Mikan has an alibi, but we'll see how this all plays out. But all right, I love y'all. I'm gonna see y'all next time. Peace.